Wholesome Roots. It is sunny today. I can't believe it. It feels so good to have the sun shining. We've had a lot of cloudy, rainy days lately. So this is quite a nice blessing. The goats will be really happy. They ended up staying in all day yesterday, even though there were some breaks in the rain. It was so saturated out here. I don't think they would have walked up to the paddock because of the huge mud puddles. They don't even like stepping in them when they're a little bit dry. This is my first attempt at leashing Titus. Ryan said he took off from him this morning and he was nervous about that, so we got to get him trained on a leash. Should have already begun the training, but he's been so good about heeling and staying right with us that we hadn't been worried. But I guess this morning he ran all the way down to Khaleesi when he was only supposed to be out in the front yard pottying. So we will definitely get him better at this. So it's funny, I had just mentioned to you guys about the fact that this charger wasn't being as effective at keeping Titus in. He wasn't getting shocked when he touched it, which is a problem when you're trying to train an animal to an electric fence. They have to get zapped. And without even discussing it with Ryan, he was smart enough to put the really big charger over here. The goat paddock, the way he's got it set up right now, it doesn't close together, and if it's not a closed circuit, the charger doesn't work. So the goats have actually been pretty much free range. They're in a fence and it is a visual barrier, but they have not had the electricity on. So we know that if they did get out, of course I'm always looking out the window all day long when I'm not out here, but if they did get out, they would have just sat here eating all this lush vegetation before ever getting to the point where they could get out. There is a barbed wire fence that runs along the road, and that gate is broken. The post has fallen down, but it's kind of a barrier. So there's a good visual barrier on that end too. So it's not the best situation, but it is a temporary situation. And the good thing is it opened up the strong charger. So what we're hoping, and what Ryan texted me this morning, was that he put it on here so that Titus would learn about electric fence. And if he gets zapped really hard by this strong charger a couple of times, he's not going to be trying to test the fence when it does have the weak charger. He just will never test it again, more than likely, which is the situation that we're experiencing with the goats already. I mean, they haven't been testing the fence because they know it's usually charged. Even though it's not charged right now, they don't know we don't have it on there. They just know that the last time they tried to touch it, they got hurt. So they're pretty smart animals, as well as dogs are too. So hopefully this little plan is working out. What do you think, Khaleesi? Would that work? Would that work for you? She says, yes, the more I get to have my puppy friend with me, the better. I love my puppy friend. You're a good girl, Khaleesi. I gotta put some spray on her, some peppermint vinegar spray to keep the flies from her. Those flies like her white hair for some reason. All right, Titus, you behave and you stay in here. Oh, oh, oh. See where his fur is touching, he's not gonna feel the zap. He needs to touch it with his bare nose. All right, I gotta go milk the goats, so I gotta let them figure it out. The good thing is when he does escape, he comes right for us. I'm so terrified that he may end up going elsewhere, but hopefully he stays coming to mommy and daddy. What, honey?
I want to carry a baby goat.
You want to carry the baby goat?
Yeah.
You want to hold him?
Yes.
You love baby goats, don't you? Alright, well let me get a few of them milked and then you can hold him, okay? I gotta get some work done first.
Okay. That's perfect.
Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Liam has been begging since we got out here to play with the baby goat.
Did these trees go
Hey, don't step in the food. Make sure chaos gets plenty, you guys. Oh, goat farts. Those are fun. Aw, Kitty's being friendly with the baby goat.
Yeah.
She likes babies. drinking a bunch of water. I just realized their water bucket was knocked over. So I gave them a fresh bucket. They must have been out all night because they are really thirsty. You love that baby, huh? That's so sweet. Oh, sweet baby. Sweet baby. It's okay, Chaos. He loves the baby. Oh, my sweet baby. I love sweet babies too. Oh, hi. Oh, sweet. I love it. The one ear is like folded over. And the other one stands up more. Mama is really calling to him. She's a very nervous Nelly, but a very good mom, so that's great. She has a beautiful udder, so I'd really like to get her a little more friendly on the milk stand, but sometimes not all of your animals are just for production. Sometimes they're just because they have a special place in your heart, and that's okay. Liam, are you trying to tame the wild beast? Yeah. Chaos is untamable, sweetie. We've been trying for years. Aww. She's definitely become more tolerant though, huh? She just really wants to stay with her baby. Good baby. Good mama. And good Liam. Yeah, you're good too. Well, Hertz is not finishing her porridge these days. She's opting for more food choices. Don't worry, that's a fresh piece of hay. I had it on the pallet and she just pulled it down. But she's eating more of her grains and hay and forage than she is her special porridge. So that's actually probably a really good sign that she's feeling better. So we are happy about that and hoping that she continues to make progress. Titus figured out how to get out of an electric fence that was definitely charged. Not sure how he did it this time. He just wants to be with us. He says, I like being with Khaleesi for a little bit, but then I want to be with you. Yes. You see his hair looks a little greasy. I gave him a bath yesterday with castor soap. And then I rubbed his body down with some rosemary coconut oil that our dear friend Deb sent to us as a gift. And I've been using it for all kind of things. And then I remembered how my mama used to always put rosemary oil on us to prevent mosquitoes. So I thought, why not? Yeah. So I rubbed it down his back and massaged it in and then rinsed it with a bucket. But it didn't rinse all the way out, which I wasn't trying to rinse all the way. So he does it a little greasy now. You're talking. Yeah. You got it? Yeah. All right. Is he walking you or are you walking him?
I'm walking him.
You say so. We'll get him used to the leash. Surely he'll learn it quick. He's a really smart pup. Seems to be doing pretty well with most of his education, so that's good. You like training puppy?
Yes.
Good. It is sweltering hot. It is very, very humid. And we need to go in and make some cheese and get our chicken in the roaster. We've got a Cornish cross we defrosted that was gifted to us because somebody got a couple of chicks from the feed store. Come on! And they didn't know what they were. So when they turned out to be meat, birds. They gave us 2 of them. And then we had planned on just fattening them up for a couple of weeks on our grain, you know, our non-GMO grain. But a couple of weeks turned into a couple of months, so they got really huge. So I'm not so sure it's gonna be all that tender and yummy, but that's why I'm using the roaster. I'll just slow cook it all day, and it should be delicious for evening time. And I got a lot of older milk I need to make into cheese. And that'll take up pretty much most of my day. So thank you guys for watching. And we got a young child twisted up in the leash. Let go of the leash. Let go of it. If it gets twisted, let go. Good job. Am I training the toddler or the puppy? I'm not sure. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. You know the drill. We'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.